Hi everyone, it's Doreen with Oohlala Vintage Treasures. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make some really easy paper clips. I am going to be working on this sweet journal I showed you guys in a previous video. This journal that I want to alter, it has a little bit of nicks on the front, but I want to use it for a note-taking journal, like a small thing when I want to write notes. A lot of times I come up with ideas while I'm laying in bed and I just want to write it down, so I'm going to alter this sweet little book here. It's a really pretty baby pink with pearls, and so I thought I would take you guys along and I'll make some ephemera to go inside as well. I want to cover it with some paper on the inside, and so today we're going to make a paper clip. We'll see how long that goes, and if not, I'll come back and do another video. So what I have here is I have two different style paper clips. One is a silver paper clip that I covered in some ink. Hold on, let me grab that. I have these drawers down here. I haven't labeled them yet, so trying to find it is a challenge for me. So I took this 18 karat gold leafing pen and I took a silver paper clip because I didn't have a gold one yet. I was waiting for these to come in, and I went and I just covered the silver one, with the gold, with this leafing pen, which is 18 karat gold leafing pen by Acrylic. You can get it anywhere. You can get it at Walmart, Amazon, all kinds of places. So the gold paper clip I sent in the kit club. The ladies got the gold one like this, and it was lace, little bits of sparkly bits here, and this little lollipop right there. This one I made different, and we're going to put this one together today and maybe possibly a small one. But these are 2-inch paper clips, and you guys get out your lace snippets because this is not hard to do at all, and it takes very little supplies. And so what I wanted to do is use it in my journal, and then I want to play along with my new freebie kit. Let me show you that real quick. This is in my group. I create kits about every month or two to put in the group, and usually they're 4 pages, so it's almost a complete kit that you can play with and add to anything, and it's free if you're in my group. A lot of ladies love getting these freebies. So this here is, right here is Pink Silk Atelier, my Oohlala Fabulous Freebies, sewing samplers and labels. So I made these up to go with the Pink Silk Atelier kit, and this is the freebie kit. So this will be different, of course, than the regular kit that's on my website. I'll link that below for you in case you're interested. And I just wanted to play today. I haven't played with this kit yet, and I just thought it would be so fun to turn on the camera and play with you guys. So that is the ephemera page right here. It has vintage, antique. I made them in like 2-inch, and these are like 1.5. I've got some bows here, and then I've got a little dress form in pink and roses. These are all my favorite things, you guys. Suitcases stacked. So I just kind of made it so that you could create a postcard here. You could add these tags. You could cut these out and use them individually. And there's a faux wax seal, which is a bow. I just love that. And then these pages are for you to create large samplers. So they're half-page samplers. Okay, and you just fold them up. Now you would cover the backs if you want to use something on the back side, you can. And so what I did is I created almost like a double-sided page that you could do, and you can do something like this where you would use your paper if you put it in the printer right. So when you fold it all down, it looks something like, let me show you, something like this. When you fold it all down, you have this on the back, okay? So you have it covered on both sides. You could also glue it on both sides. You can make top pockets when you fold it in half, or you can make side pockets on each side, the way that you glue it, okay? There's so many different ways that you can make things with this kit. And then I also did a full page that you could just cut these out in pieces however you want. You can cut the crown out separately than this image here. You can cut the frames out, but the idea is to attach your samplers to the page. So say you were going to add your samplers and you wanted to gift it to a friend, you could just take some trims, you could staple it, pin it, you can use a pin and pin it. You could take a card and add a card to it and Velcro it on. There's a lot of different things that you can do, but today we're not going to do that. We're going to make the paper clips, okay? But I just wanted to show you this beautiful kit, and the colors are just stunning, you guys, and I love how this all came out. So I wanted to share it with you guys in my group. So ladies, I hope you enjoy this, and please share in the group if you make anything, because we'd love to see your inspiration. And I will be sharing all my ideas in the group as well, okay? So we have, again, the full page. Then we have another full page that you can cut up. And then we have the sampler page. And then the ephemera page, okay? And if you want to screenshot that, that's the name of the kit in the group, and it's in the featured section of my group, and that will be linked in the description box below. All right, so you guys, these paper clips are so easy, and you will be addicted to making them once you start making them. All you need is scraps of lace, okay? So what I'm going to do is show you, I had all my supplies out to work on my journal, and then I said it might take longer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play along and see how long this takes, okay? So I'm just gonna put this aside over here, and I'm going to use a silver paper clip on this one, because the plan is that I'll be doing something different with the silver one, and just showing you how I put it together, okay? So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All I'm using is scraps. So this is about a 4-inch long piece. This one is about 8 inches. So just get your scraps out, and you want to have your scraps to be flat like this. This is a nice flat one. You also want it to have lots of holes in it, so like something that you can go through the hole with, okay? And we're going to use our paper clip as our needle. Okay, so you're just going to have a paper clip and 3 pieces of lace, and then you're going to need something to tie it with, and this is some pink waxed thread. Beautiful pink. Love that color. So that's all you're going to need to make the paper clip. And then if you want to add a charm to it, let's see, do I have my charms out? I think I put my charms over here. So if you wanted to add a charm to it, let's see, you could add, we could add that fleur-de-lis to it. I think that would be pretty. Or I could add, if I want to mix my silvers and golds, I could add a little cute rose. Or I could do this one right here. And you're going to need a jump ring if you're going to add your jewelry pieces, okay? So let me put these back in here. I love these containers, you guys. If you don't have these are from Hobby Lobby, and they are perfect for planning a project. And let's see, I need a jump ring. All right. So that's really all you're gonna need is your charm, your paper clip, your lace, and a piece of string to tie it up, all right? Let me move this here. I got a little mess on my desk because I am sorting more laces and trims, and I'm about to do some lace goodie bags soon. I also wanted to mention, if you are in my marketplace group, I'm gonna be closing that down, and I think pretty soon I'm going to have an Etsy shop, you guys. I've been getting so many requests for an Etsy sale, so I'm going to be starting to sell on Etsy. I'm a little nervous to be on Etsy, but it's okay. I need to get rid of some of these supplies that I'm keeping, because there is no way in this God's green earth that I will ever use every piece of lace I have, and I have so many laces. There are ladies that have been with me for probably 10 years that have bought from my shop when I used to be on Zibbit, and I used to sell goodie bags. And I'm going to go back to that concept of goodie bags filled with laces and trims. My laces were about 6 inches all the way up to 18 inches, but these might be more of your little snippets that you would need to finish a project or add little bits to projects or actually make these paper clips and things like that. So I'm going to be putting some kits together for that very soon. I'm sorting through a lot of things and doing that while I took a break to play today. So excited to share this with you guys. All right, so get out your paper clips, 2-inch paper clips, any color, any style, and let's make some paper clips. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this hand or whatever hand you use and you're going to pull it this way. So this is your needle right here, okay? So you're going to use that part of the paper clip. And what I did is I alternated my colors and decided which one I wanted first. And all of these are like, see how the texture is on that one? So you can just poke right through it. Same thing with this one. You don't want anything that's too dense or too hard to poke through. So you may want to test it first before you start, all right? So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, I think I want the pink one first. So what I'm going to do is just take my paper clip edge right here and I'm just going to start like a box, okay? So you're going to have like a little piece hanging out, and then it is a little fiddly at the beginning, but you'll get it. It doesn't take long to make it. It's just kind of your preference on how you want it to fall and look, and then you can always go back and adjust it just like you would a needle, okay? So you're just going to go in and out, and you want facing down the side you want showing, like so this is the front. So you're going to poke it in and you're going to poke it out, in, down, like that. And you're just going to keep doing that until you get the desired look that you want. And I like this one because it's a flat piece and it makes a nice fluffy little collection of laces. And see, that's what you want it to look, almost like a ruffle. Okay? So that's what it's going to look like on the front. And it's also going to be a double-sided paper clip. So when you turn your page, you should be able to have double-sided. See how it looks on the double side there? So I love this idea, you guys, so much that I had to show you. And you can sit at your TV and watch it. You can still play with your kids and do this, grandchildren. And it's a simple little thing you can make very quickly. All right, so the next one is going to be this polka dot, and I'm just going to go in and kind of look at it. So you're going about every ½ inch up and down because you want it to catch, of course. So you want to go in and out like that. And you'll start seeing it get to form that ruffle. You could push it down if you want, and then open it back up. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a lot of videos to catch up on. All my sweet friends that are making videos, I need to go catch up on some. I've been deep into laces lately, you guys. I haven't been able to watch videos. All right, so now we're going to decide which way we want this to go. I can't remember. It's hard to tell what side is which one. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Okay, I guess I'm gonna do the little line on the outside. Have the ruffle. Let's see. Start there. And the goal is that you leave it down at the bottom so you can kind of see how it's coming together too. You don't want to push it up until you're done forming your little ruffle here, you see? You see how full that's getting already? And it should be really nice and full once I finish this part, because these are tiny laces. Skinny ones. They're less than ½ inch, I believe. This one. The other ones are about 1 inch. So you don't want to go too wide. Let's see how that's looking. I think I can finish off this piece so I don't have to cut that little tiny piece. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it because I want to show you something else. So let's cut that off. Ooh, that is a nice fluffy one, isn't it? So now, let's see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it, this is where we turned it this way. Now we're going to go this way, push it up. So you're going to push it up to the top, and it's going to look something like this. See that? Almost look like Neapolitan ice cream, these colors. Okay, then what you're going to do is pinch it up, and then you're going to kind of look at it and see how you want this to look. So I would give it a little haircut. So you kind of just cut it, round it off a little bit so that it's not so crazy everywhere. Doesn't have a lot of stuff hanging out. Beautiful laces though. Okay, so something like that. And then we're just gonna tie it up. Let's put this piece of lace over there. Okay. So I'm tying it with the wax thread. This works really, really good to hold it down. And you're just gonna pull it down like this. And I just wrap it a couple times. And then I pull it down like this so that I can pull it and tie it. Going backwards here, I gotta turn it around. Okay, you just want to pull it tight. See how when you pull it, see how it does the paper clip? So you know it's going on tight. And then just tie it in a knot again. So 2 knots. Then you're going to kind of bring it back and bring your paper clip back because you kind of bent it a little bit when you do that. And then look and see if we need another trim here. Make sure this is tied tight. See, is that in there good? Yeah, that looks about right. And then I usually just leave a long tail until I'm ready to cut it because I want to tie it in another knot. So that gives me a little extra room there. Okay. Okay, let's put it on with this fleur-de-lis here. Fleur-de-lis, love those. I don't know if that's how you say it, if I'm saying it right. Fleur. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna tie this 3 ways. Make sure it's tight. Make sure everything's tucked in there. Okay, now I can cut my string. All right. All right, so here we go. So here is the final. Just gonna slide this over a little bit so it's not in the way. Pin it here. And that's how it looks, you guys. Isn't that sweet? I just love it. I just love these paper clips. Now, I thought it would be fun to make a small one. So let me gather up a few little bits of things and we'll make a smaller one, okay? Okay, I have this tiny lace here. And this one I have it on. I don't know if this is going to work. We'll try it. Just cut a piece off. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I have it on a doll peg. These tiny trims wrap around nice around the, you know, the clothespin that looks like a doll peg kind of thing. Okay, let's see if this works. So I want this one to go first. This one looks a little wide. So you see that little paperclip part there? I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. And you're just going to do the same thing. Ooh, this is a lot smaller, you guys. But if you get laces like this that are tiny and they have this opening, like weaving patterns type of thing, this one is very fiddly. The bigger paper clips definitely work better, but as you can see, it's kind of forming a little ruffle there. So let's see if we only need a little bit here. Looks like we only need that much. We'll be cutting some off maybe. Let's go one more time. This is what you call itty bitty. All right, I'm just gonna cut that piece off there. Left a tiny little piece. All right, let's go for the white now. This one, I don't think this one's gonna go very far. This is really tiny. Maybe ½ an inch. And I don't know what size these baby paper clips are, but they're tiny. So we're gonna try it and see if it works. Now I'm just playing and curious if this is gonna work or not. I have not tried it. Isn't it fun to try new things though? I'm always amazed when I try new things and if it works out. If not, no big deal. Now these paper clips are those rubber type feeling. So to me, they don't stay together. They're wire coated paper clips. So that's cute. Let's just go with that little piece there. As long as it's, you know, on this part here, okay? And let's add this tiny little bit here. Now the only thing I'm gonna have trouble with is probably tying it, I would think. Tying it up. But all the laces you have that look like this, that have this little holy look to it, holy lace. You need something with a lot of holes in it. And lace, I think, is about the only thing. Tatting might be too thick to go through, so you might not be able to use tatting. But that tiny little piece I had left over is actually working out pretty good. Okay, so we did it. Now, let's push it up. Okay, so we got that. Now, we have to tie it. And I'm gonna tie that one. I don't have any more. I don't think my string is long enough to tie it. So I'll have to get some more wax thread. Got this one that looks like tea-dyed, kind of. I'm just gonna take a piece off that I can use to tie it. And then I'm gonna wrap it like that. 1, 2, 3. I need to pull this up a little bit. So I wrapped it 3 times, and then I'm going to tie it. Kind of left the string a little short on this side. You want to tie it where the laces are too. You want to get it in there to hold the laces in. You see that right there? Okay, and then we probably are going to add a dangle to it. I don't think it's going to fit though. It starts getting that little frayed edge, you know? Okay, let's use a jump ring on this one. This is an awfully big jump ring, but it will work. And then I can maybe tie a bow or something on it, because this one's super tiny. Okay, let's do this. Oh, we weren't supposed to close it up yet. I think that might be too big, but let's see. Let's see how we like it. Oh, I know what I was going to do, you guys. I was going to look for a chain that I could attach it to. Hold on. Let me grab my chain. I'm going to grab one of these vintage, these are some vintage chains that I make a lot of my dangles with. So I'm going to borrow a couple of these off of here because I have a bunch. So I'm going to cut these little loops, or I'm going to pull these little loops out. This is what you do when you don't want to use a tiny jump ring. These are really tiny too, though, as you can see. Once I pull it out, I got 2 pieces there. That'll be good. And open up that loop. Add your little piece. And that gives you some flexibility too with how you bend it and everything too. I don't think I need 2. Oops. I never make jewelry on camera because my eyes are so hard to see these little tiny things. All right, so we got one little bead there. See that? Now what I'm gonna do, see if I can twist that around to make it sit right on the bead there. I wonder if I can tie it now. Can I tie it? Can I do it? Let's see. All right, that one went in. Yay. So if all else fails, try something else. I did not want to have to fiddle with that. I did not want to have to do that on camera, you guys. So I'm tying that 2 knots now, and then I'm going to cut it. So it's going to look something like that. And then we're going to just cut the little pieces off. As tiny as you can go without it, you know, hanging out too much. And then make sure this is tight. Make sure they're tight. I don't want this coming loose. All right, now I'm going to give it a tiny haircut. I'm going to cut the laces a little bit. Adorable. I love it, you guys. Let's see how it is going to look. Oh my goodness. Look at how adorable that is. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it so much. So that is, look at how tiny that is, you guys. That is so fun. I'm so glad that I did that. So now I'm probably going to come back and work on some more ephemera. So if you're interested in that, I'll be back soon and we'll play along and we'll make some more embellishments. I think I want to try to remember what I took out here. Oh, I think I wanted to add something to the bookmark that I got from Anna. I wanted to add to her beautiful bookmark this pink bow, and I wanted to add this piece here. That's gonna go hanging out on my book. Yeah. All right, so this is what we have so far. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness, I love it.